Hi, today we'll be looking at the pi cycle top of Bitcoin. So the pi cycle is basically an indicator that so far has managed to predict the Bitcoin local top back in May. Yeah. So if we look at this, is the entire Bitcoin life cycle. Okay. So the pi cycle top, basically how it works is that when the orange line, okay, crosses over the green line, okay, from underneath, that represents there is a pi cycle top, and a huge correction might be, coming soon. Usually it's plus or minus 3 days after the pi cycle top has occurred. The Bitcoin market would have a huge correction. So as you can see, the first pi cycle top occurred back in 5th April, and then down here in 5th of April, back in sometime in April, back in 2013, and then there was another one back in 23rd November. Okay, so this is the 2013 Bitcoin cycle. Okay, so as you can see down here, the orange line actually crossed over the green line from underneath. You can't see very clearly, but yeah, essentially that's the idea. Once it crosses the green line from underneath, that's a pi cycle top, and it usually means to say that that is the market peak. Down here there are two data points that yes, fit accordingly, and then down here back in December of 17, the orange line crossed over the green line as well. Exactly, it's actually really accurate. Yeah, exactly. And then plus or minus 3 days after that, there was a huge market dump. Yeah, so if you could look here back in May of 2021, the orange line once again crossed from underneath the green line. Okay, they are basically sitting above each other, and it managed to predict this market cycle peak. So right now, the pi cycle top is actually quite far away. Okay, you still got a lot of room to move. Okay, before the orange line crosses the green line again. So yeah, essentially when the orange line is actually very, very close to the green line, we should look out for a peak that's coming. And once it crosses over on above the green line, as in when they intersect, it's usually a marking that there's a market cycle peak. But this is not a 100% foolproof indicator. This is just one of the indicators that may suggest there may be a market cycle peak. But right now, I think we are quite safe. I think Bitcoin has a lot of room to move up in the long run. I believe the peak is well above 100,000. As you can see, these two lines are way too far apart. Maybe sometime in the future we might have a correction where these two lines come closer together, maybe at 80, 90,000. Then we have a slight correction, but that wouldn't mean that there's a market peak. Yeah, the market would peak, I believe, is well above, I don't know, could be between 140 to 200,000. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, thank you. This is not financial advice. This is just a video that my personal opinion on where Bitcoin might be headed. Yeah, thank you.